Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Mel and I make videos about creative ways to make money online. The first challenge that I have set myself is to get £100 a month, so about $120 a month, from 10 different income streams, all of which are online in some way. And then once I've reached that goal, think about which of those 10 things I'm going to fully pursue in the future. And in this video, I'm going to show you my YouTube analytics for my first 3 months of being remonetized on YouTube. You heard it right, remonetized. This is not the first time this channel has been monetized on YouTube. So I'm going to start with a bit of story time. If you're not interested in that and you just want to know about my 3 months worth of views, income and subscribers, then if you go into the description box, there will be some chapters outlined there and you can skip to the bits that you will find most interesting. I've had to re-record this intro because the footage went missing. So you're about to rejoin the original video, which I filmed yesterday, and I'm wearing a different outfit. So I started my channel in April 2018, and this was the point where I had quit teaching and I'd worked my last day. And what had happened in the previous sort of 4 to 6 weeks is that I had been prepping for taking a year off my professional career and probably going back again in 12 months time. I'd put money aside for it, but I was already thinking about how could I make that money last longer. And I thought to myself, one of the things that I have got is a load of stuff that I don't need anymore. I need to get selling it on eBay. So I started looking for videos about hints and tips about how to sell your own stuff on eBay, and I stumbled across the reselling community, and it seemed like a really good thing to do. And I thought to myself, oh, actually I could sell my own stuff, but then when I run out of my own things, I could start buying things and seeing if I could sell them for a profit. It's a really simple business model and it felt like something that I could pick up and do straight away. And then the other thing that I also noticed were there were loads of videos of people just coming on and showing the things that they had bought and then telling everyone what kind of stuff to look out for and how much money that they got for all the different things that they were selling. And I just sat there and I just thought, oh, I wonder if I could do that. And so I came back from one of my first kind of trips out to go and see if I could buy some stock. And I came back and I sat on my sofa and I just started talking into my phone, showing the different things that I had got. And in the meantime, I was sort of talking to people a little bit in live chats and so on. Very, very quickly, I started to feel like I was part of a little community on YouTube. And so every week I would put out videos showing the different things that I had picked up for my reselling business. And that worked pretty well for me, I would say, for maybe about 8 to 10 months. And then I started to get a little bit bored with the repetitiveness of those videos. And I also realized that I was buying more stuff than I had the time to list. And also it was meant to be my kind of my gap year, a year off. And I was starting to feel really bogged down with what I was doing and just nothing was kind of working properly for me. My channel grew fairly steadily, I think, and I ended up with maybe around, it was about 7,500 subscribers. As I was starting to grow increasingly unhappy with it, I tried out some different types of videos. I did some budgeting videos, some meal planning videos. I also did Vlogmas, which almost killed me. I hated doing it. It was awful. I will probably never do a Vlogmas again. So I pretty much finished making videos in around January or February time of 2020, and I just left them up there for the most part. And then I just decided that actually I didn't really want them there, and if I was ever going to start the channel again, then I needed to start from scratch, and I didn't want that old part of my story sitting on the channel. So I ended up unlisting the videos to begin with, and then I just deleted them and got rid of them. And that's the point where I stopped getting views and watch time. And eventually, over a period of time, I got an email from YouTube saying, we are not going to monetize your account anymore because you've lost all your watch time. I think it had got right down to, I don't know, maybe a few hundred or something. So if you are newly monetized, they don't do that if you're just fluctuating up and down a bit kind of naturally and you're still releasing videos and things. But because I had completely stopped, I deleted everything, it was in effect a completely dead YouTube channel. That was why eventually, I mean it took a while, eventually I got told that I was being demonetized. And the email came through just at the point where I'd started to release videos again. So I ended up putting out 3 KDP income reports across December and January, and they were kind of running through my first 3 months income that I made from Amazon KDP. It was at this point that I got told that I was being demonetized, and I was just like, oh my goodness, but I'm just starting to make videos. And it had reset everything back to scratch, and I had to make sure that I got the 4,000 watch hours. I already had the subscribers. I did have loads of people unsubscribe because I told people on Instagram and on YouTube that I wasn't going to make any more videos, and if I ever did come back, it was highly unlikely that it was going to be a reselling channel again. So I lost loads of people, but of course not everybody unsubscribed. So I still had around 6,000 subscribers, people who were just there making up the numbers but not actually watching anything. So part of me wondered, should I start a completely new channel from scratch? Because actually building this up when I've got 6,000 subscribers, most of whom aren't even watching me anymore, or who probably won't be interested in the new stuff that I'm doing, that could actually be worse, because YouTube won't push my videos out if my subscribers aren't watching them. So I was really tempted to start a completely fresh, brand new channel. But then I thought to myself, actually, I've got the subscribers. That's one part of monetization that I don't have to worry about. And actually, if I still have got some active subscribers who are interested in making money online, even if it's not from reselling, maybe they'll be interested in the new videos that I make. So I thought I would have a go at resurrecting this channel. It has been tricky. I have lost an awful lot of subscribers since I've come back, and I'm talking about things that are different, but at the same time they have been replaced by new subscribers who are interested in a wider range of different things that I'm doing, all the different creative ways that I'm trying to make money online. And also I still do my reselling, and that does get a little bit of a segment in some of my work from home vlogs as well. So that's a summary of my story. It's not that interesting. I did YouTube once. I ended up not liking what I was making videos about. I threw my toys out of the pram, deleted everything, left it a while and restarted it. And this is how it's going. Let me now dive into my analytics and show you what's been happening. Right, let's get into the numbers then. So this is, I've got this set to February, so the whole of February, even though I was only monetized for part of it. So 6.7k views, 818 watch time hours, 40 new subscribers. And you can see what I mean there about constantly like losing subscribers every time I put videos out, because my channel is changing direction. That's completely normal and doesn't faze me at all. And then the estimated revenue we will take a look at properly once I just change the custom dates to start at the 13th was when I got monetized. So this is zoomed in onto the section of the month that I was actually monetized for, and during that period I got 2.2 thousand views, 271 hours of watch time. I grew by 22 subscribers. I released one video here, which was a KDP video about scrapbook paper pads, and how out of the ones that I had uploaded, 93% of them had sold at least one copy. So that video didn't actually perform that well initially, but it did, let's have a look, it did, where are we, so 452 on like the first day, if you like, and then it has continued to grow and grow and grow over time, sort of in the background. So actually that was a really good video for me to release in terms of picking up views over time, because it's a very searchable video, and it's also a video that continues to be relevant for, you know, a fairly long period of time. Whereas when I put the vlogs out, they do really well for about 48 hours and then they pretty much stop dead, and they don't continue to tick over in the background in the same way as searchable content does. So that's just one video released. There's not very many actually in that final half of February. I managed to, from that 2.2 thousand views, generate $13.06. So wasn't off to a flying start, but it was still nice to see some numbers ticking over. Right, now let's take a look at the whole of March and see what we've got. Now you can see a dramatic change. The first thing that's changed is the amount of videos that I have released. So we have got, let's just run through what we've got here. This was just a little mini vlog, just a chat to camera, like a little coffee break vlog. This one here, which kick-started a little mini series of vlogs that were all about me trying to make enough money to cover my bills in March, because my online income had suddenly taken a nosedive, and I thought I would record the process of me trying to basically earn enough money during the course of the rest of the month. So that's pretty much what all of these were. So that was sort of setting it up. That was day 1, day 2, day 3, 4, 5 and 6, I think, and you can see they're all part of this vlogging mini series. So nothing I uploaded during this month was the kind of video that would carry on getting me sort of lots of views after it came out. These were all things that were very immediate. They weren't going to gain me any subscribers really. They were just for the people that were already watching my channel. All of those vlogs combined managed to get me nearly 12,000 views and 2.2 thousand hours in watch time and 65 new subscribers, and gave me an estimated revenue of $96.55, so nearly $100 from those videos. Let's just have a little look at the views that they got. That first one, 584, 818, 937. They're not, when they initially come out, they're not even making 1,000 views. Oh, that one did right at the end there. But they kind of picked up a little, or they gained some momentum over the course of the month. And I think people were genuinely interested in whether I was going to make it or not in terms of paying those bills and things. You can see again, you know, always going to lose some subscribers. It's not something that I worry about. It's just people deciding whether or not your channel is for them, and you know, if it's not right for you, it's definitely not worth hanging around. So there's, you know, nothing wrong with that. Let's take a look at a full month's revenue then. So it starts off really low here. If you remember that second half of February, I didn't really upload anything, and that kind of continues into March. I'm just not really doing anything. I'm not adding anything, and so it's ticking over here at what, 22 cents, 25 cents, 23.62. Then that first video got me $4.89. Dips right back down again, down to 25 cents, and then up to 4.89, right down to 34 again. You can see the reason why this is dropping so low is because I don't have a back catalogue of videos that people are searching for, and also it's still fairly early days of being monetized as well. So not all of the advertising slots that I've set up on all of my videos, not all of them have been taken yet. A lot of them were, you know, kind of empty at this point. So yep, dipping back down, $8, not bad, not bad. $1.31, and you can see here where it's starting to gain momentum, and by that what I mean is these views here are where people are kind of catching up on the previous 3 vlogs, so it doesn't dip down quite so low. $4.86, oh, a new high. $9.46, $6, $8, $10.98, excellent, and $11.52. So all in all, that was quite a nice little mini series to run. The videos are really easy to make, and I think what it did was it really consolidated my relationship with my viewers that are here to watch everything I do, my progress. They're not just interested in my results, they're not just interested in learning how to do stuff for themselves, they're really interested in my journey with what I'm doing. And so it was a very enjoyable mini series. It almost got me $100 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, from 9 videos. So 9 videos almost got me $100. Right, so here we are in April. So this is like the second full calendar month that I have been monetized for, and my views are at 7.9 thousand. You can see we've got a few peaks here, not many, 821, It's quite low here. You can see I haven't released a video. 628 on that day, 677. If we scroll along the bottom, let's just see what I have released. That's another video that's part of that vlog series about me, you know, trying to make enough money to pay my bills. And then we sort of start afresh on some new things. So that little mini series kind of ends there. And then we've got a KDP income report, just a little goals video, again with me just chatting to camera and just saying what my goals are. And then we've got this one here, my first $1,000 on Amazon KDP. That one did okay initially, and that one has continued to grow in the background. You'll see the difference that these types of videos make in terms of my ad revenue when we come to May. What else have I released? Let's have a look. Just another work from home vlog, a little check up on how my goals are doing, and then this one right at the end where I set myself up for another little mini series and a challenge, this time about creating a book a day for Amazon KDP. So there's more variety here. There's only 6 videos, but those 6 videos have got me 7.9k views, 1.4k watch time, 47 subscribers, $82.61. Now, for those of you that aren't based in the UK, I will still get that paid out even though it hasn't hit $100. I know if you're in the US, because I've heard enough of you say it in your income videos, that your payout threshold is $100. Mine is £60, which converts to about $85, somewhere around there. So when that converts back into pounds, I've just about scraped enough basically to get that paid out, and I'm quite pleased with that. So that's $82 from 6 videos, whereas what was it before? 82 from 6, and it was 96 from 7, 8, from 9. So what's actually happened is I've put out fewer videos in April, but I haven't lost that much money, which means that the videos are almost like they're worth more money to me as time goes on. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Right, so that means the last bit that we've got to look at then is about half of May. So I'm just going to get that set up. Right, so I've gone from May the 1st to May the 12th because I started receiving money on the 13th of February, or earning revenue on the 13th of February. So I think that kind of gives us 3 calendar months. You can see something very interesting has happened. I have got 4.2 thousand views, 519 watch time hours, 68 subscribers, and $40. All I've released as 2 videos. Let's first of all have a look at what those 2 videos are. I think that's just a goals video, that one. Yep, goals video. Just a work from home vlog, just me updating people on that book a day challenge. They haven't got an incredible amount of views on their sort of like their first day. 444, 639. They're not, you know, hugely well performing videos or anything like that, but you know, it's given it a little bit of a boost. But you can see here I've earned almost half of what I earned the previous month from just 2 videos. But the thing is, it isn't just from those 2 videos. It's because, can you see here? Let me go to the revenue tab. So can you see how, do you remember when I first showed you what was happening in February and how low those days were going, sort of down to 22 cents and 30 cents and things like that? It's not dropping as low as that anymore. Oh, we're at 95 cents there, so that's a bit of a drop, but it's fairly steady. And that is because I've released, I think, only about 2 or 3, possibly actually only 2 videos that are searchable and that have some longevity to them, so people will continue to be interested in them. Like I said earlier, the vlogs, they live and they die within about 48 hours. I mean, honestly, they just kind of come to a standstill. But the other types of videos that I include, and I will talk more about this in a YouTube strategy video so that I can share with you guys what I'm trying to build here with my channel, because it's not quite the same as what other people are doing, I don't think, but that's for a separate video. But what I will say here is that there are videos that I make that are for the audience that I already have and the audience that are really interested in me as a person, and those are the vlogs. And the people who watch the vlogs tend to get to them within the first day or two, and they watch them because they're interested in like the latest installment of what Mel's getting up to. And then every so often I'll do a video that's about attracting fresh people to the channel, that's a little bit less about me and my day-to-day existence. It's a little bit more about my progress or some hints and tips or how I managed to do something, things that people can more obviously learn from. Because I'm very occasionally releasing videos like that, they last a long time, people come to them at different points, they're searchable, they've got good keywords in the titles. Some of my thumbnails are improving, and actually we'll come on to that. Can I show you it here? I think I can. So this one here, my first $1,000 on Amazon KDP. This one I changed the thumbnail of and something happened. Yeah, it's this here. I can show it on here, so bear with me. This video here had a slightly different thumbnail when it first went out, which I think was kind of back towards the end of April. Then I changed it here on the 7th of May. I remember the date. I changed it and I just tweaked it. I made it bigger, bolder, brighter. Honestly, it just looked better and I could see it looked better, and I wondered if it would make a difference, and it did. So I've got like this little jump here, and you can see it hasn't come from a video that I've uploaded. This has come from a change in a thumbnail. Now, it's not a dramatic difference. I mean, I've gone from what, like $1 or $2, and it's leapt up to $3.49. But I was still really pleased that I could see the direct impact of changing the thumbnail. That video then had a little surge and kind of settled back down again. I'm not going to go any further than the 12th. Can you let me know in the comments below, those of you that are my regular viewers, would you like some regular updates on how the YouTube channel is progressing in terms of the analytics, my strategies, the amount of money that I'm earning? Let me know if it's something that you would be interested in seeing, and if there's enough people that are interested in it, because this does form part of my challenge to myself, where I'm trying to get £100 from, or about $120 from, all of my different income streams. These videos are easy enough to make, so I could put one of these out maybe every month or every quarter, a bit like I do with Amazon KDP. Right, so I couldn't find what I wanted, so I basically came up with my own table. If you come over here, if you're, I'm new to this particular dashboard on YouTube Studio. It's different from how it used to be when I was last monetized. If you come over here and you click add metric to table, you can go through this massive long list here and find the thing that you want to add. So I've added average percentage viewed, my RPM and playback based CPM. Those are the two figures that you used to get all the time in YouTube Studio, but I couldn't find them the normal way, which is just me not knowing my way around probably. Your views, impressions, click-through rate and average view duration. So I'm not too bothered about the actual minutes that people are watching for. What I'm interested in this bit is over here, so the average percentage of my videos that are viewed. I think that's pretty good going. So a lot of the time people are watching on average about 30 to 40% of my video before stopping. I've got a couple there, another one there in the 20s, but it's a pretty high average percentage of the video that's viewed. Look, 47% there, another 47%. I don't know if I'm looking at the same things. Oh, that's a short, so that's coming up at 85%, which you would expect because they're short. Nearly 50% on that one, 50% on that one, another 80% on a short. But yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. People are watching quite a long chunk of my videos percentage wise. I think that's really positive. And then if we have a look at the playback based CPM and the RPM, you can see how much that fluctuates wildly depending on the video. I'm guessing it depends on, you know, the topic of the video, the popularity of the video, all sorts of things are going to come into this. Average then, this has actually dropped, I think. unless it's because I'm looking at 90 days instead of the 28 days that I look at it at usually. But $16.14, you can see that varies. Some videos $22, $14, $10 here. This one's quite low, $9, and that's one of the vlogs, so that doesn't surprise me. $21, $21. Yeah, a lot of the goals videos and the vlogs are at the lower end of the spectrum, which is what I'd expect, kind of 11, 12. Have I got anything that's ridiculously huge? No, they're all, oh, $23, that one's pretty high. Yeah, most of them are between 10 and 20, I would say. And then the RPM is what I get paid, basically, after YouTube have taken their cut. Again, that's kind of all over the place, but it's fine. The average is $9. Got a 7, 9, 7, 9, 6. I'd expect that to be low because the CPM's low. Down to $7. Yeah, basically the vlogs are the ones that don't make very much money, which is kind of what I expected. And then the videos that talk much more about making money online tend to have the highest RPM, CPM. So yeah, I think that's probably all I'm going to show you. If there's anything that I haven't shown you in this video that you'd be really interested to know about my YouTube analytics or about my strategies or my plans or anything moving forward, drop me a note or a question or comment or something about it in the comments box below, and I will make sure that I include it in the next YouTube income video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.